Juan Rangel pa' mi familia, Chiquilín pa' mis amigos, nacido aquí en San Antonio de los Estados Unidos, con sangre zacatecana, Villa Cárdenas querido. Nací el 4 de septiembre del 82, amigos, me gustan las amistades, soy derecho y decidido, al santo niño de Atocha siempre he estado agradecido. Mis 4 hijos son mi vida, son mi orgullo y mi alegría. Les enseño del respeto, los valores de la vida, enseñanzas de mi padre, que primero es la familia. Villa Cárdenas te extraño, yo te visito seguido, con mi esposa y con mis hijos y con mis padres queridos, construyéndoles su casa pa' vivir todos unidos. Hoy nomás, compa Juan. Me gustan las coleaderas, cabalgatas con amigos, también me paseo en mi troca de avestruz y cocodrilos, mi compa Rudy Ramírez cantándome mi corrido. Mis negocios son derechos, no me gusta lo prohibido, me sobran los envidiosos, ser como yo no han podido, se la pasan siempre hablando y tumbarme no han podido. Tengo un rancho con caballos, camionetas, mi delirio, me la paso siempre alegre, escucho música en vivo, mi pistola preferida, la 9 de 15 tiros. Con mis primos de parranda yo me paseo muy seguido, Eleazares, el Chelelo, Adrián Twitter, José el Chino, nos paseamos escuchando la del caballo mojino.
Mira, mijo, te voy a enseñar los valores de la vida, el respeto, la honestidad, y tu familia está primero.
I feel like we're somewhere.
Here we
some
go.
Alternate universe. I think there's something between us. Yes.
Space between.
Yeah.
So we're back for another episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess who's back?
Woo! Nick Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this is our official first ever Titty Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet y'all didn't know what that was about, huh?
Saying.
There you go.
Titties.
So
Oh,
today is
yeah.
all about that.
So I hope you got your 2-piece Tuesday at Popeyes and came and watch the Titty Tuesday tonight.
Yeah. Or Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's in San Antonio Taco Tuesday.
Good point. Oh man, that makes me
Man,
miss
that
so many.
sounds so good.
It makes me miss the St. Mary's Strip. There's so many badass taco restaurants downtown, taco
Yeah.
stands. Just oh my god, that was
Coming
my
out of the
favorite.
club at the middle of the night, going
Yes.
to eat all drunk.
Yeah,
Taco
enjoying the
truck.
simple things in life.
Yes, yes. All that spoiledness.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was badass.
Yeah.
Right?
tickets a
Now
day.
we yes, right. Now with the reminiscent of the past.
Yes. Evolving well.
Yes.
So,
Man, and I have trouble sometimes even going out, just doing normal certain things, you know, because I'm always just like, why? What's the catch?
I know, right?
Why? You know, like there's something more to it. I'm paranoid enough as it is.
Why do they want me to go out there?
Yeah. Sure, I'll go out in the middle of the woods by myself.
That's basically the only place you can go. Like,
Right, where you can actually be free.
yes. Yes.
It's like
pretty
if
much.
you're watching a movie, I think it's just ridiculous when people like start asking all these stupid ass questions. It's like, well, because it's a movie. That's why they ran into the middle of the woods by themselves, unarmed, and you know.
Right, there'd be no movie without.
Yeah, it just ended right there.
Yes.
Let's split up.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about tonight? What's going on? What's going on?
A lot is going on.
I don't know, so I'm in,
So,
Well, random insanity is basically pretty random.
Okay. That's cool. We improv too.
Yeah, but we do have topics that we kind of
yes.
talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about the Night series that we were going to introduce
Dark
you to.
Crawler.
Okay.
Yes.
Dark Crawler.
But
We always
it's
Dark
mistake it with
Crawler.
Nightcrawler because of the,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Marvel
yes.
character Nightcrawler. Not that guy.
no,
No.
totally different, completely different context. So,
Yes.
but this is basically like a whole universe. It's kind of like, I guess, I don't want to say like the Marvel universe
Marvel
or whatever,
universe,
but I mean it's
Star Wars universe. It's its own.
Sort
It's
of
the future.
concept.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's different kinds of films that all link together in some way.
Okay.
So it's kind of like all the different. What is it? The Marvel movie? I don't know. I don't follow
okay,
that.
for instance, the Avengers saga.
Yeah, see, like stuff
They're
like that.
all like
It all
separate
links together.
superheroes working together, coming together.
Okay.
You know, breaking that fourth wall of like, okay, Spider-Man was over here, Superman's over there, or just
Yeah.
different characters coming together.
So each one can have its own identity, but at certain times they come together and it still makes sense.
Okay.
You know?
Yes. So to give you a little bit on the Dark Crawler series,
Okay.
basically what's going on with that is there's this evil government corporation, like there always is, right?
When is there not?
You know? And they're called the Delta Corp. Now they have this secret lab where they're doing experiments on people and different DNA strands and whatnot. So they create this creature that's known as the Dark Crawler, and he was once just a regular human that was like a Navy SEAL, special ops, black, one of the
Okay.
badass assassins, one of the best
Okay.
in his field, right? And he, of course, went to prison later on because the FBI found all these murders that he was doing on the side, besides his paid gigs of killing people anyway.
Yeah.
So he's kind of a sick fuck psycho about it, which still had a crazy micromanaged mind, and that's where you come in because
Okay.
the guy was actually married to you.
I am in the movie now.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are part of the movie,
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
and you're the only one that stands a chance because you know him, you know all his moves, you at least have that
Right.
knowledge, and you've learned from him. So everything that he knows, you basically know as well.
Ah.
And what's funny is that we ran across your more punk rock photos, and they were actually exactly the type of character that we were looking for.
Nice.
For that specific, like
Because we're like, she's got the mohawk and everything.
Yeah, very futuristic, like punk rockish. So
it's like a punky on Flux.
Or like what's that video game that's real popular?
Or Tomb Raider.
Something.
I've heard Tomb Raider.
Steampunk,
too.
I think it is. Steampunk 2001 or something. It's like a.
I don't know.
Recent video game that's kind of like in that realm.
Okay.
True. Yeah, it does have like very
futuristic punk rock ish. So it's badass.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, now there's another section to the story where Tony's character comes in, and Tony plays this Men in Black character that works for the corporation.
Oh, okay. So he's the bad guy.
In a way, but I was brainwashed. In a way, also.
Oh, okay. CIA brainwashing.
Yeah, so like I go to work, but I think I'm doing something, maybe like punching some numbers, but in reality, I'm like chasing all kinds of interdimensional demons and shit.
Okay.
Trying to keep time in check and all this stuff.
I
so
got
it's
you.
pretty
All right.
interesting. I can time travel or whatever.
Oh.
Interdimensional travel.
I see.
It's pretty interesting. I work very closely with the bad guys.
Okay.
But I don't know that.
Oh, but you don't know that.
I don't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're like a Manchurian candidate almost.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Hit that one on the
Okay.
head for sure.
I see.
And he has a daughter. His character has a backstory. He has this daughter.
For when I'm not under the influence.
He goes home and he's a regular life. Single dad, got a daughter. He's raising and taking care of.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's something up with his daughter. She is way ahead of her time as far as like she's way too intelligent for like a 7-8-year-old kid.
Okay.
She's
in connection. She's connected.
Yeah.
Basically.
Up here.
Yeah, she builds computers. She
Okay.
builds robotic parts. Like she's very advanced.
Okay.
So there's going to be a scene, of course, and because this is going to sound kind of crazy, but try my best here.
I was like, do you want to tell them everything? Do you want to tell them everything? Okay.
We'll stick with the Dark Crawler. That's a whole side story.
It's the main idea.
Yes.
It's called the Awakened Universe. We'll just call it that.
Okay.
Basically, and Dark Crawler, basically, is your character is sent in because, meanwhile, on another part of the Awakened Universe, these futuristic superhuman beings from the future time travel into the present.
Okay.
That causes a blackout in the Delta Corporation, one of their labs. That's how the Dark Crawler escapes.
That's how my man escaped.
And eventually we get into some like John Connor Terminator type shit.
I was gonna say that's what it sounds like. It sounds like Terminator.
So, yeah,
It goes out there.
It's got the essence of, but we have our own our own twist to it.
Yes.
Exactly. True.
So,
But also, just to add and do as we usually do, just fuck up the rotation. Real quick.
Then go ahead.
So we are going to have a future episode of us going out to Devil's Den. If anybody-
yes, it's gonna be a bit of a documentary, not really documentary, but it's a forward-thinking, more. Let's not spoil it.
True.
It's just
It's gonna be a
different.
hike for sure.
It's our own take on a documentary. So
Yes.
R.I.P. style.
Okay.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, so that'll be one of the episodes because we're all doing it to location scout and also prepare for a modern day silent film.
Yes, that we have in works.
Silent film. Ooh.
It's a black and white silent film, but it's a modern day silent film. So it's not the type of silent film y'all are thinking about.
Yes.
Do you mean like Apocalypto?
No, you're not gonna.
There's no sound whatsoever.
Oh no.
Okay. Or just no talking.
This is gonna freak you out, yeah, because there's absolutely no dialogue.
Okay.
But you can hear everything, like even their grunting and like
Right.
expressions and stuff.
Okay.
But there's no real dialogue.
Gotcha.
The actors have to express themselves through expression.
Expression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Through shots, music, and expression.
Okay.
And
So it's really artistic, very artsy, I guess.
Yes. I see.
and it'll definitely have its own like dark twist because it'll be titled Devil's Den in celebration and
And it'll be kind of...
No, not celebration. It's kind of a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
It's kind of a bad thing. You don't celebrate the devil.
We're here to bring you down.
I mean, a lot of them are based on real stories, kind of, but our own twist, you know.
Right.
But they are based on things
Gotcha.
that actually happened there.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be pretty crazy.
Girls.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. And we can fuck up the rotation again because we can also do other films for other. Let's say maybe you like a location. Mm-hmm. It could be any location.
Right.
Maybe you can, some history on some location, and maybe you can take all of us there. You can take all the audience there, and we can make the same thing that we did there.
Sounds fun.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
True.
Future films for RIP, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the new RIP, because we're doing new shit.
We keep expanding, keep changing it up.
So you got to subscribe.
Yeah, you got to.
Definitely.
Most definitely. Oh, we're going to be getting new shirts soon.
Yes.
RIP shirts.
Okay.
RIP
Got different
shirts.
colors, different sizes. Got some stickers coming up.
Yep.
I'll take an extra small.
Yep.
Nice.
Or small if you have
We
it.
can set up a photo shoot and get you find out your sizes or whatever for
She just said extra small. It's small.
Extra
Pay
small?
attention, man. Pay attention.
What? Who am I?
That's the problem, man. You don't listen.
I'm getting too old, dude. I swear to God.
No.
Am I able to do a couple of shout outs? I wanted to shout out to Love Scene Box for giving me these pasties here.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, Miss Sasha, you know who you are. And also, Tube Sock Brigade. Thank you for my tube socks. Yeah.
Some pretty nice shoes to go with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen
I had
high top band.
to. Yeah. Really? What?
Yeah, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Hell no. Those are the only ones I can wear is the high tops.
High top.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love high tops too, but unfortunately I'm wearing two.
They were on sale. I had to
Old man
get them.
shoes. Yeah, you always gotta get them on sale, man.
True.
But yeah, especially right now.
Oh, yeah. A lot of things on sale. Legit. I bought this.
Okay, I
what
hope
was
y'all won't be mad at me, but we weren't recording audio, so I'm just gonna have to go off of that one.
As it always is on RIP.
Now we're just screaming at our tits.
Right, just
What are we
speaking
doing?
to the chi-chis.
Ambitious but rubbish.
Yeah. Wow.
So we're good now?
We're good. Everybody's good now, all right.
A whole like
A whole 13 minutes.
13 minutes into the thing. That's all right. We're a little distracted.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you'll be able to hear that.
No, I'm naked and hot. Can you believe it? What the
Damn it,
fuck?
it's getting
Hot and
in
bothered.
here.
Yes.
There's Texas heat out here, boy.
Yeah. Woo.
Man. I just have to check who's recording again.
Just to make sure we're checking out the checkout.
Dude, I've done that and the fucking camera wasn't recording. We
Damn,
had a
that would've really
whole good
sucked.
segment. It's not even recording. Wow.
Well, it's a good thing that we're
Yeah.
close by, so it's picking it up.
Yes, yes.
I was
hope.
discussing this prior because
Oh,
I
yeah.
was real excited all about today. I was working together and stuff. And I was telling a friend about it and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, and she gets naked on the show and this and that. It's pretty legit, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, that'd be funny if she gets naked on the show, but it's only audio. Yeah, you can hear it, bro.
Oh
You can just
man, that would have
Hear the
Visualize.
unzip.
that would have really sucked.
Wow, dude. That would have been horrible.
That would have been.
That was
But, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'll just download this video and get the audio from there.
That's another way.
Technology,
Yeah.
I
right?
know.
It's amazing.
True. I know. I sit back and think about like the past days when it was like our generation is probably the ass end of what life was like before cell phone age took over.
Oh, yeah.
Social media. Where like somebody was like, "Hey, yeah," you set up a date with somebody. "Hey, yeah, we'll meet over here, 5:00. Be there." Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right,
you were
right.
there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Right.
what it was. If you got stood up, you got stood up.
And if
Right.
you couldn't make it, well, you try to get a payphone and call them up before you left the
Exactly.
house.
You gotta get a quarter. Gotta get a quarter
Okay.
or call at home.
Oh, remember when it used to be 10 cents?
10 cents?
Oh, wow.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 10
10
cents.
cents?
And then after a while, I was like, wait a minute, it's 25 cents?
Please
I remember
deposit
that.
50 cents to further this call.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
wow.
God, I hated that.
crazy.
Man, dating then with a freaking payphone. My payphone was my cell phone.
Damn.
You're sitting there trying to talk to a girl. Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Right, you're
Right,
talking
you-
for
you do-
hours at the payphone.
Please deposit 50. Oh. Gotta run and try to.
Or I don't know if that was a thing over here, but when I was in Korea, the telephone cards or whatever, the phone cards where you buy time.
You buy time.
And then
Yep.
you just type in the number, and then it gives
Yep.
okay, you have
Oh,
1
yeah.
hour.
Yep, I used to do that with a boyfriend. He's like,
I only got
gotta
10
go
minutes,
buy
make
some
it
more
quick.
time.
You start hearing that beeping.
Terrible.
Boop. It was like, oh shit, I only got a minute.
Terrible, terrible.
And you think about like, I wonder who that woman was. Like honestly, because you know that woman. Please deposit 50 cents. Who was that woman? Where did they get her sound from?
The
that
most
sound
hated
bite?
woman ever.
Straight up. She just cuts into your conversation.
For sure, man.
Yeah. Call from Bear County Correctional Facility when you know you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I have an uncle in jail.
I'm like, who's
True.
calling me?
Yeah.
But luckily,
Oh,
he's getting
shit.
out.
He's getting out.
Yeah, he got 60 years back in the 80s
Oh,
for
wow.
armed robbery.
Wow.
He robbed a store at knife point.
Oh wow.
He got 60 years
60
That's
years.
great.
back in the
Crazy.
80s.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. I freaking.
But then again, I mean, he had many priors. He was in and out of
Right,
juvie.
right,
I mean,
okay.
it was the 80s, you know.
Right. That means something.
It was
You
the
know them
80s. It was the best time.
No, Zydeco. Oh my goodness.
He's
no.
back. He's
No.
back.
I
Mickey
know.
Mouse, though.
I tried to give him a bone so he'd stay over there, and it didn't work.
Give a dog a bone.
Yes. Like, it's supposed to work.
He had that serious face like,
It's
I know, right?
supposed to work.
Hey, he seems kind of offended now.
No, he's a little person. He is.
like,
He's a little
fine.
person inside.
those
Really.
huge ears. He can hear it all.
Kind of
Yes.
like my cat.
Oh, yeah.
She gets mad at me. She's
I
like,
think-
she wants food. She's like, now.
I think he
What's
wants
your
to.
cat's name?
Kitty.
Jesus. I'm like,
Had to put that out there. I knew it. Just wanted you to know.
I know. I never had a dog. I call him dog.
Damn, dog.
Jesus.
If I got him when he was a puppy, his name would be a puppy.
Don't you have a friend named?
We didn't even
Friend?
smoke on here.
I do. Oh, speaking. Yeah, I do have a friend named Buddy.
What's that?
That.
His little.
His little studio and mentoring.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a nonprofit for veterans,
okay.
military veterans. I am a military veteran.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Appreciate your service, brother.
yeah.
Definitely.
I have PTSD and anxiety and shit from the service, and I was going through a really low point in my time, and I actually met him through Facebook because I was just looking for anything really.
Right.
And I was at a really low point, and he told me all about this program, and I seen that he had a lot of information, so I contacted him, and he told me that they help out veterans and this and that, and so I went to his house, and he started talking to me about all this stuff, and everything sounded legit, man. He had this whole thing going on. He has a recording studio, and you know, I'm an engineer at heart. You know, I'm a recording engineer at heart. That's what I do. And he basically kind of hired me as his main audio engineer, and kind of, in a sense, a partner of what he's doing. Not really a full partner, but you know, I'm involved in a lot of the stuff he's doing. And he actually got to take me and a few other veterans out to New York and California for some audio events, the big audio events. I got to meet like a lot of big people in the industry.
Nice.
You know, the people that actually mix the music that all of y'all hear. I got to meet them, and I got to go to their few recording studios in New York and Cali, and just mingle with the big boys, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it was badass.
Good.
But I mean, he really helped me turn my life around. Like, I mean, he helped me see that it wasn't as bad. I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
That
so,
you have shit to look forward to.
Definitely.
so I mean, we've been doing a lot of stuff lately, and you know, I just kind of promote his stuff whenever I can, and you know, we do a lot of things together. So.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
helping out other veterans. And if y'all are interested, hit up his little studio and mentoring on Facebook. And also, I forgot the other one. I can't believe it. It's Pathfinders Outdoors. Pathfinders Outdoors. That's the main nonprofit that it's under. So if there's any veterans out there that need help, y'all thinking about, suicide or anything, just give this guy a call. We will help you as much as we can. There's no limit to what we can do. So,
Awesome.
just a little PSA.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah,
Awesome.
definitely. It's a beautiful thing. Definitely.
Yes, yes, yes. And just so y'all know, this isn't Titty Tuesday. We will be having Titty Tuesday after this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one.
The official.
Yeah.
It's kind of precursor.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's pick it back up again.
Yes.
That was a
Yes.
little bit down.
I was like, yes. I was like, Titty Tuesday will be right after this.
Yes.
I'll be
Also,
asking
I'm
these
down.
guys some questions.
Yeah, just like we
Yeah.
asked your questions.
I plead the fifth half.
Sure. You're going to tell me.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah?
you got?
Oh man, shoot, what don't I got? So, what was it happened the other day? Oh, you were talking about robbery at knife point.
Yes.
Bringing that up. And that's crazy because it was the 80s and they gave him 60 years.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I was robbed at knife point.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
Really?
It's crazy because I'm an overnight shift. And this guy had came in already prior with his lady friend and their kiddos or whatever.
Where?
At the Valero.
Oh, okay,
Circle
okay,
K.
okay.
Shout
Okay.
out. Shout out to them. Excuse me, but he had came in earlier. They bought some stuff for the kids, drinks, whatever. They always buy cigarettes, beer, chill. All right, cool. He comes in later on. Now it's about because at a certain point we close for like 30 minutes to an hour, do the end of day for the night,
Oh,
and get
okay.
ready for the next day.
Right, the
you know.
shift change.
Shift change, yeah.
Okay.
So I opened back up. I already finished mopping. Everything looked good, nice and clean. So I'm kind of just doing minor details at this point and moving around this and that because usually it's slow.
Yeah.
He comes in and it's so funny because I'd already known who he was. Like, oh yeah, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Bullshit with him, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like talking real low and he's like, hey man, I hate to do this to you. And he was talking really low to where I couldn't really actually hear him at
Right.
first. So he's like, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna need the money in the till, the money in the register, a pack of smokes, and some beers.
What?
And I started laughing. I was like, good one. Hey, me too. I'll drink one with you. Fuck the bullshit. Thinking it's just right on the punchline.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Fuck the bullshit.
You're funny. You're funny.
And he goes, I know, man, I know. And like he's trying to contain himself too to keep staying like,
Yeah,
Robert,
trying to be
fucking-
mean. Yeah.
You're not gonna break me. Where are the drugs? That's my cheap Batman voice. So I'm like, okay. And so by the time he repeats himself like 3-4 times now, and I'm like starting to change character and like,
Right, you're
oh,
starting to
wow.
realize this is real.
Yeah, because then he starts to mention like, oh, I have a knife in my pocket. I don't want to use it.
Okay.
And now I'm kind of like,
Excuse
okay,
me?
it's not a gun. I'm not that scared.
Right.
Right.
But at the same token, I'm like thinking about my environment, my situation. Now
Yeah.
I do not want to take my focus off of him.
Right.
It's like,
Like,
what's
okay.
near me and what can I use to hit his ass with?
Straight up. So he mentions the whole knife thing all over again. Okay. And now I have my coworker, mind you, which it's company policy not to wear earbuds in your fucking ear. So
But
you
they
know what's
are.
going on around
Yeah.
you. Common sense. It's not
For
too
sure.
common.
Right.
So she has her earbuds on. She's working in the kitchen,
Right.
prepping all the food for the morning time and stuff.
Hey, yeah. She's in the
Completely
groove.
oblivious to what's going on. He's telling me everything. Meanwhile, over here, she's probably listening to who knows what the
Whatever.
hell she's listening to.
Not you.
Oh, my baby girl. Not even there. She's not with this.
Right.
I'm like, you would have been the first to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time he mentions this 4 times in a row, I politely grab a pair of scissors, big scissors that I
Nice.
have that I cut, and make it obvious that I'm grabbing these scissors and I'm putting them in my back pocket now.
Yeah.
Now I'm arming myself because And now I'm like also thinking, how am I gonna 180 this one? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's by himself. It was a crew of people. Fuck, I'd already be on the ground, assuming
Right, For right.
position, blah,
Run
blah,
out
blah.
the back door.
I didn't say anything. Take the money.
Yeah, you just give up.
Or maybe
Give it
just
up.
join in the gang. You know what? I need money too. Fuck it.
You know what? Let's just hit me up afterwards, and I'll get the money from the till.
I know, right?
Fuck this place. I hate this job. So now I'm complete focus on him. My coworker's oblivious. And I already grabbed the scissors. I put it in my back pocket. And now I'm like, I'm getting down to the deepest level on a human level. Like, listen, bro. I'm about to be off work tomorrow. I'm going to go hang out with my homegirl and just drink, smoke, and chill. You know, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Like, best believe, if I got to get down to it, I'm going to fuck you up. I will figure out a way.
Right.
I will figure out a way for survival purposes where I'm coming out on top.
Yeah.
But before we get to all that, I'm like, mind you, this is in Leon Valley. You are in the heart of Leon Valley. I told him. I'm like, dude, if I call the cops, they'll be here in less than 5 minutes. You're not gonna get away. You know, like, so why bother? I'm giving you an opportunity. Just walk right out. Get out of here, dude. There's another corner store up the street you're gonna go rob.
Right?
I didn't say it. But yeah, and so I'm finally like, dude, why do you, and he goes, I understand, dude. And I'm like, you understand that you're gonna get busted, then why are you doing this? You know?
Right.
And he's like, well, because I want to go back to prison. And I'm like,
What?
you want to go back to prison? There's like millions of motherfuckers that are locked up right now that wish they could be exactly where you're at.
Yeah.
They'll trade spaces with you any day. So, unfortunately, who knows the real story behind it all?
Right.
Maybe him and his girl, lady, were having problems or alcoholic, whatever the case. Definitely not better than prison. Just saying.
Yeah, no
'Cause,
shit.
I mean, I don't even know if I had mentioned
Well, maybe
it to
prison is easier for him. He doesn't have to think of a job or try to find a job. He doesn't have to try to make money.
That too.
It's kind of a free ride to be in jail.
that's true. You can
Especially if he's been there already. He knows what it's like. He knows what to expect. And trying to be a worker outside in society, you know, I don't know. Some of them, I feel like they lose it.
That is true.
True.
I did not think that one.
Or just, I guess, the fact that they don't have too much control out in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
They have a little bit more control in prison because...
They got
Right.
homies
And they're amongst kind of their own in there. You know, they're on the same level in there. Out here, I don't know. I would say, especially if you have trouble with your self-esteem, you know, you're going to want to go back.
True. Yeah, not a lot of people can handle, like, you know, just everyday life.
The everyday life, yes.
That's true. It is a struggle.
The hustle is a struggle. It really
It
is.
is. I put on my best foot forward. I try my best. You know, like, I try to be as funny as possible to hide the pain. So, but
Yeah,
no,
so many people think I'm happy, but it's just a facade.
you know?
Well, let's be honest. I'm in the middle between two depressed people.
Well, what can I say? I'm a government product.
Shit.
You know?
It's that corn syrup.
Yeah. I was just a number.
True.
You know?
Oh my God,
so-
what did I get myself into?
So to conclude the robbery story real quick.
Yeah.
For sure.
To recap. So
What
basi-
happened with him?
Right, yeah. So he okay, so I agreed to I'm like, so dude, why do you want to do this? I want to go back to prison, this, that, and the other. All right, cool. Well, I'm like, okay, so you want us to call the cops on you so you can go back to prison? He goes, yeah. And
Why don't I just call the cops and just wait for them?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
that's what I was
Tell them
basically
you
getting
robbed
at.
us.
Yeah.
Because I was still kind of like, man, that was probably like my 3rd or 4th month being at that store, so I was still kind of new.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I went through protocol as far as like, I can't open the register unless you buy something. You know, you're already making the wrong decision, so you're not thinking straight.
actually love this place. It's really cool. It was really interesting. I actually first got involved through John Robert Mack Photography. He has shoots here all the time, and so he'll ask me occasionally to model for him. And he featured me, I think, a couple of times in Essay Monthly magazine. I'm in one of his books, so I don't have a whole lot of experience with modeling, but I dabble. I'm a ballroom dancer, so I'm honestly not the best picture taker because I'm used to moving all the time. So he was like, just do what you want and just keep moving. I'll try to take good shots of you. And I was like, okay. So that was the first time I actually shot here. I was literally just dancing around for like an hour and he was like taking pictures.
Pues me llamo Ana Carolina, pero me dicen Ana Caro. Y el modelaje siempre me ha gustado, eso desde chiquita. Pero pues me vine aquí a San Antonio y hace un año se empezó a dar muchas oportunidades para que yo modelara. Y pues todas las he tomado porque me encanta. Pues me ha gustado mucho, la verdad, que me contactaron y ya tenían todo, ya tenían toda la idea de la sesión de fotos, que es como de los 80 o así. Y ya tenían todo muy bonito, la verdad, me ha gustado mucho. Pues es un estudio que tiene todo, está muy preparado, la gente es muy linda y pues yo creo que sería una muy buena opción aquí.